Katie Gascoigne reporting for Social Songbird. Today we have Vincent Caramans here with us. He's the CEO of a revolutionary new social networking site for young students and graduates called MagnetMe. So Vincent, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and how MagnetMe came about?
Right, so I think you did an excellent introduction. We are new to the UK, so that's what we are here for. We launched 6 weeks ago, but we're actually originally from Holland. So
Okay.
we started out there. I started out with two of my friends in university, as we found it very tough to get a real insight of all the opportunities out there. When you would go to a career fair, or if you would look in a career guide, and even if you would look at a lot of careers websites,
Sure.
you would also always see that like the same 100, maybe 80 to 100 companies, all the big ones, the ones with the big recruitment budgets.
Right.
And what we figured is that there must be a lot of other opportunities out there as well. At startups nowadays, but also like small medium enterprises, small law firms as well as big law firms, of course. We don't say it's bad to go work with a big company, but we only say that there are plenty of other opportunities out there as well, and people just don't know them. And if you're not aware of the company, of an employment opportunity, well, then the chances are you won't seize it. You won't work there. So, and that's why we started out MagnetMe in Holland about 2.5 years ago, and we grew really rapidly over the course of the last about 30 months, and then we decided to come to the UK, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Perfect. And I mean, what kind of teething problems do you think your company has in bringing yourselves over to the UK?
Well, I must say we were based in London, and
Right.
London is quite an international city. So I wouldn't say it's typically British. Of course, there are
Yes,
absolute typical British aspects to it, but it's been a very welcoming place. So if you want to start out a new business, like we basically did, so we basically started out from scratch in the UK. It's really people are really helpful, willing to help you, really willing to listen to your new ideas, and then we just started pitching at companies, and that went actually very well.
Yes.
So we expected that to be a lot harder,
Okay.
but there are several cultural differences. The rich people tend to be a bit more risk averse, a bit more conservative maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But that also creates a great opportunity for us as an innovative new network in the market.
Okay, sure. And I mean, with that in mind and what you've already told us, what do you think sets you aside from other established sites such as LinkedIn?
Well, I think there are several things, but one main thing that really springs out is that we are a Canada-driven website, and we started out as students, as graduates ourselves, and every decision we made and still make, and every action we do or every feature we develop, we always have that aligned with the students' interests and not typically with the company's interests.
Sure.
And that's how we develop MagnetMe, and that's how we really stand apart of the rest. So the student is really in the driver's seat. They get the network invites from the companies, and they can decide who to accept and who not. And to take LinkedIn for example, on LinkedIn you only follow the would get in touch or follow the companies you already know, you're already familiar with. So mainly the big ones, the big brands. And on MagnetMe, you get in touch with the big companies as well, but also with the companies that you never heard of before, never followed before. So we'd like to say that LinkedIn is all about who you know, and MagnetMe is all about who you are and what you can do.
Sure, I get that. And what kind of digital marketing strategies would you say you're implementing to raise awareness for MagnetMe?
Right. So what we're doing is we do a lot of Facebook advertising,
Sure.
which is working all right. We're doing that. Also, we also have a small army of brand ambassadors at the campuses. We launched that. And they are basically trying to invite their friends, really promoting the brand, bringing brand awareness to those campuses.
Sure.
And we really, and that's all about, MagnetMe is all about the personal approach, also, on the website itself. and we really try to bring that also to our marketing. So we'd rather have these brand ambassadors telling it personally to those students. We also tell them, for instance, don't learn this sentence, or this marketing riddle by heart that we tell you to, or memorize this marketing sentence.
Sure.
But we really want to tell you to tell your friends what you like about MagnetMe.
Sure.
And that way we generate a more like personal marketing campaign at these campuses. So really them promoting MagnetMe and why they like it.
Perfect, yeah. What universities are you currently working with at the moment?
Well, we started out at Exeter, Southampton and Surrey, and we now launched at Manchester and Warwick last week, and we're on to Edinburgh next Monday, and then we're on, and then we're to, so we first thought, well, we'll probably launch at about 6 to 8 universities before Christmas, but now we're speeding it up because growth is going well, and trying to get more universities in before the end of the year.
Perfect. And as you said, you've been a student yourself, what do you think are the biggest problems that lie in employment opportunities for young people?
Right. Well, I think the main problem is that you don't know, first of all, where to start, and you don't know all the opportunities out there.
Yes.
So you really tend to go with what you know, with the devil you know, so to speak. So you get out of university, or you are close to graduating at university, and you just don't have a clue either what you want, and if you want, you don't know what your opportunities are. So because you only probably became acquainted with a handful of companies, and what we try to do is really broaden that perspective of students, really broaden that scope they have of their employment opportunities, and that's, I think, that will help them get to the job they actually love, rather than getting just a job that they know.
And I know that you work a lot on international recruitment. That's a big thing for you, working between the Netherlands and the UK.
Right.
How do you intend to break down the borders between international recruiting?
Well, first of all, it's very important for the UK to stay in the European Union. I think
Definitely.
that is one step, but we're not particularly influencing that. It's I think, again, awareness of students really considering in an early stage the possibility to work abroad. I think that is the case with a lot of students in the Netherlands. They really consider working, for instance, in London. A lot of them go on to work in the financial industry in London, for instance.
Sure.
I have a lot of friends working here in London who did that. And I think I think that the consideration of the awareness of just knowing that opportunities are there. I think that's the first step.
Sure.
Because if you graduate and then you have all these opportunities, it's very easy to go to well, your friends go, or go to London, or go to work within the UK, whilst there are plenty of opportunities in the Netherlands and in Europe itself.
Sure. I think that is a big problem for a lot of young people, especially having recently graduated myself.
Right.
See a lot of people that have the desire to work in other places in Europe, but they really don't know how to. So it's good that your site is doing something to help.
Yeah, I think that the British students have the most the biggest benefit of all, because they speak English. They're the native English speakers.
Yes.
And that's the main hurdle you need to get across when you want to work at an international company.
Yes.
So the opportunities are out there, and we're indeed trying to make it a bit easier for them to explore their opportunities abroad.
Sure. Okay. So what advice would you give to people signing up to your site to optimally use it and get the most out of it?
Right. So I think first of all, it's really good to present yourself. Present as much information as possible. Really get a good profile of you on the website.
Sure.
Because that's a first glimpse of what those recruiters or those employers will see of you. So I think that's very important. Also, I think you get network requests from companies. They reach out to you in that way, saying we're potentially interested in you. But it's also good to be able, after that process has ended, or if you receive these network requests, to be a bit more proactive and reach out to companies. For instance, if you're looking for an internship, just send a personal message to a recruiter and say, I'm Katie, and I'm looking for internship in media, and I thought your company looked really cool. And I think those are the kind of things that really would help people, get to the jobs they want to get to.
So kind of adding more of a personal and social edge,
I would say,
kind of taking away that
yeah,
barrier.
the personal part is really important. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thanks ever so much for taking the time to talk to us, Vincent. That's about all we've got time for today. But if you want to keep up to date with all the latest social media and digital marketing news, head to socialsongbird.com.